There never was a Rachel? There never was a Rachel? That doesn't make any sense. I've seen her clothes. If they really were her clothes, but what about that letter? Rachel wrote it, didn't she, to Norman? I made a decision, but now I understand even less than before. What would have happened had I decided to find Rachel within those racks? What now? What now? I am lost. I no longer have a goal. This entire time I was trying to make it home, to find Rachel, but now that she isn't here, where to go next? I guess these books were actually mine then. My head was pounding. There never was a Rachel? That doesn't make any sense. It was my wallet with its contents intact. Either I dropped that stuff or somebody else did. Maybe I was sleepwalking again, or maybe somebody stole it from me. Norman's store, that forest, the water tower. Was I at those places before? Suddenly, the game is forcing me to make all of these complicated decisions. Was I at those places before? Yes, I am pretty sure I was at those places before, yes. Why? I didn't see how it could have happened any other way. I must have been the one to lose my wallet and its contents. But what does that mean? Like, who brought me there? I couldn't have sleepwalked all the way to that location into the house, through the caves. No. Nothing makes any sense anymore. Food doesn't taste like anything anymore. There. That was decided? I am making permanent decisions. There never was a Rachel. I have made that decision. She never existed to begin with. Good God, I am all alone. I didn't mean to just erase her from history. I wanted Rachel to be there, but now she isn't and never again will be. I don't know anymore. In the shards of that broken mirror, I could see my face, gaunt now, hollow and sickly, and immensely troubled. What other illusions had I dreamed up? What other truths were waiting to be exposed? Had this mirror been broken in a struggle or by some other way? And am I supposed to examine everything a second time now? You are abusing my mind. Home. Why would you do this, Benjamin Rivers? Why? In the dirty faded glass, I looked like nothing more than a faint shadow. There was only one set of toiletries by the sink. I used to tell myself that Rachel was the one who wanted to keep the tub. When was the last time I showered? I smelled awful. I can only examine stuff now. I have lost it. I am no longer in control of these events. I am making the permanent decisions, but my mind has been consumed, destroyed. I am now just this game's marionette, being ordered all over the place by an invisible puppeteer. I just don't understand. Jesus Christ. It was the keycard I found in the factory, the one that allowed me to slip through that door. Hold on. The keycard from the factory? Did I place it down here at one point? I can't remember doing that. Was it always sitting here? Did none of what I experienced, not examined, but experienced ever happen? Was it all just my imagination? It seemed to me that it was probably Norman's. But if that was true, what was he doing back at the plant? Did I think Norman was going back to the factory? I don't know what to think anymore. Yes, no, maybe, whatever. Why would he have been going back there? There is no reason as to why he would have gone back there, right? No. Somebody else was using that locker room. But who? I had made up my mind. The laptop had finally run out of power. How long had it been left running? How long will this continue? I thought the experience would have been over by now. But it just keeps going and going and going without mercy. Please make it stop. I can't take this anymore. Red is blue, blue is right. Dogs and pigs can fly through the air with golden rings. Rings as in a combination of wings and rings. Ringed wings of delicious marshmallow jelly peanut butter flavored apple juice. It was the letter I had taken from the post box. It had gotten a bit wet in the rain. But well, who wrote that letter then? Who was Norman seeing? Oh no, Norman. If I was wrong about Rachel, then what about him? Did I do that horrible thing to him? Without a Rachel, I wouldn't have had any reason. I wouldn't have had any reason to kill him. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, let's just try to pretend that there never was a Rachel. As awful as that sounds, let's pretend there never was a Rachel. That I didn't kill her, that I am innocent, that this is all just about some random murderer, and I've got involved by accident. Let's go from there. Did I kill Norman? No, I didn't, because I didn't have any reason to murder him. He wasn't after my wife, no. I couldn't have. I clearly wasn't seeing things correctly, but no. I could never do something like that. The more I thought of Norman, the worse I started to feel. This is crazy! I have never experienced anything like this before in my life. Like a Zen roller coaster of madness, and it keeps on going and going. I had that old TV for so long. I don't know if I could ever replace it. It was a piece of junk, but I couldn't really afford anything newer. So, your credit card didn't run out after all? It is just an old TV? Not something new you purchased? But in all seriousness, I kind of wish I hadn't made that choice at the beginning. I wanted to see what happens after discovering Rachel. I think I might actually play through this a second time. Just like with the Witch's House, just a quick playthrough to unlock, if you will, an alternate ending. Was this here before? My old office safe? Huh? Sat on the floor. It used a digital passcode lock. Did I try to open it? I don't remember this being here. The safe used an 8-digit code. What was that damn code again? I remember something about a code within the manor from the beginning. But I never came across any numbers, did I? I don't know. No, that wasn't it. Damn, I couldn't remember. Bloody hell. 8 names, written alongside those odd marks in different colors, were printed in that notebook. 8 names. Could they have something to do with the safe? Heather, Olivia, Ashley, Cheryl. Perhaps the first letter of each name matters. Maybe it matters how many letters each name has. Or what about age? How many letter of the alphabet is that? Iris, Daphne, Holly, Rose. I recall the names I saw scratched out on that old desk, deep within those musty tunnels. Was the man in that house really up to something? Don't ask me. How did he end up dead? When I came to, he was already on the floor. Yes, ask the good questions. I want to know. How did he end up dead? And now I can't take a second look at those names. Bloody hell, can't even try to fiddle around with the safe now. This game keeps on giving and giving and giving. It seemed like I had seen all there was. Maybe I thought it was ready. I was ready to go back into the basement. But why? What do you hope to find down there? The pile of mail on the floor, I now saw, was addressed to me. Bills, credit card offers, a letter from the bank. They were all addressed to me. Huh. Was there never a Rachel after all? By the looks of it, I hadn't collected the mail in over a week. That was it. With Rachel gone, I couldn't stand to be in that house a moment longer. Oh no, wait, I didn't mean to leave just yet. Damn it, you dingus! I didn't mean to leave! Did I leave and say goodbye to that nightmare forever? No. I didn't deserve to go. Not just yet. Thanks for at least giving me the option. Maybe there wouldn't be anything for me to find, but I had to take a last look. Into the creepy basement. Nothing in here. The wall was cracked and pitted. I was told by an inspector the basement had been partially filled in before I bought the house. But by the look of that wall, I was going to need to fix the foundation. And that is all? Everything smelled musty and old down there? Nothing. Nothing inside the basement. So what does this all come down to? There never was a Rachel? I decided that there never was a Rachel. This outcome is my fault. I don't understand my connection. How did I get to that house? The dead people, that safe, can't even open it. Should I have written down those names? Should I have paid more attention within the other locations? This is crazy. So insane. That was it, though. With Rachel gone, I couldn't stand to be in that house a moment longer. What's gonna happen now? Just the end? Is the journey over and I'll never truly figure out what happened tonight? Goodbye, nightmare. Goodbye, home, I guess. Since I had arrived in town, things had been difficult. Working in the plant, though, had been good for me. It kept me in line, gave me something to do, and helped me get away from my past. When the factory closed, everything changed. I guess that was when I had started sleepwalking, disappearing for hours at a time. I am not gonna buy that you sleepwalk to that house, murdering people in the process. It cannot be. Drinking was probably just a way to deal with that. It was almost as if I was trying to beat my brain at its own game. Things stopped making sense sometime after that, and my memories of what happened are still in flux. I suppose that was when Rachel came along. This night had been the worst of my entire life. Would it even be possible to bounce back from everything that had happened? Everything I'd seen? You know, in a way, I almost wish I hadn't even woken up tonight. It would have spared me a lot of pain. For starters, the man I had found in that old place. Who had killed him, and why was I even there? After making it out of those tunnels, I thought those sewers might feel safer. I was wrong. The security tape I had watched... God damn it. The security tape I had watched showed someone being attacked by what looked like two people. But who was it that was attacked? And what had I been doing at Norman's place, or even in that old forest? I didn't look good, that's for sure. Had I been responsible for what had happened there? What did you think? Are you asking me? Was I guilty? Or was I just mad? That forest, though, was no escape either. That notebook, especially, left me troubled. I don't know what you are. I don't know who you are. I don't know anything anymore. I am emphasizing these words way too much. It'll screw up the audio for sure. I remembered seeing a similar list on that desk, back in the tunnels. Who were the girls mentioned there? I suspected there was more to those woods than I knew, though I had no intention of going back. But anyway, Norman couldn't have been the one going back to the factory, so who else could it have been? Maybe that other man I found, or maybe it was just a guard all along. You know, you've really screwed me up. I screwed you up? I feel like I can't trust a damn thing I've seen anymore. I didn't screw you up, you fucking bastard. I tried to help you. Or are you talking to yourself? I had to catch my breath, to take it all in. At each point until the factory things had only gotten worse. But then, going to Norman's store, that's where the confusion had... Mirror! Why did I stare into that broken down mirror? That's where the confusion and doubt started to set in. That's when my perspective on all this really started to change. Damn it, Norman, what were you doing with Rachel? I mean, what was going on? If all this was a lie, then what was really happening? Someone had killed Norman in his store, but it wasn't me. Who else would have wanted him dead? But as painful as all of that was, oh no, I couldn't bear to think about it again. After all I had seen and done, finally coming home was supposed to be the end of this entire ordeal. I had no idea, though, that it was only the beginning. The silence in the house when I had first stepped through the kitchen door, that should have been my first clue. To think that I went through all of that, completely unaware of what I would discover. Did you know? Before the end? Did you mock me when you finally showed me the truth? I didn't mock you. You don't know what it's like to have everything ripped away from you in a heartbeat. I... 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 I wasn't trying to rip it away from you. I wasn't. I wanted to make it all better for you. I didn't erase Rachel from history to make you feel terrible. I wanted you to cheer up, to feel like you hadn't been the murderer. I didn't even know she was gonna be erased. I thought maybe she would appear, alive and well. I didn't think she would disappear forever. This is not my fault. How could I possibly go on, now knowing what I do? Now knowing what I do sounds a little strange. Without Rachel, even the thought of Rachel, I was truly lost. As the door swung open, I could smell damp grass and the closeness of the air. After everything, it felt like I had more questions than answers. You made me see the truth. I'll give you that. But now I was completely lost. You took away the only thing that had kept me going. I didn't. I wanted to help you. I sincerely wanted to help you. I didn't think my decisions would give me the worst case scenario. This is like the most horrible ending of all time. I have absolutely no idea what is going on. I don't know how I got to that building. I don't know how I got to that building. I don't know who murdered the people, and I have lost Rachel. I've got nothing now. I was sure word would get out, and soon enough the police would come looking for me. And what then? Would you be there to show me the way? What will I do then? And that's it. Ladies and gentlemen, one and all, that is the end of our story. Let's play Home. And what can I say? As I already mentioned before, my mind has been completely torn asunder. Not a single fragment remains intact. This ending was abysmal. All these people, you, Benjamin Rivers. Home is dedicated to my wife Nancy. Watch your back. The end? Jesus bloody Christ. Press space to share your story online, eh? What happened to you? Good Lord, I wonder, how many outcomes are there? This is something else. I do know that there is a webpage about the ending of Home, yes indeed, just dedicated to the ending alone, where people discuss what could have happened. And this was my story, eh? I lost everything. I was just an ordinary guy who got mixed up in some weird conspiracy, but I never got any answers. Just questions. Rachel is gone. And what will happen once I stumble upon the police? What will I tell them? I can't give them anything. They'll just throw me into prison. Getting back on track though. What an abysmal ending. My mind is dead. Gone. Just a thing of the past. Such an amazing atmosphere though. Never before in my life did I get the chance to play something as as immersive as this. The atmosphere from start to finish was breathtakingly outstanding. Just the whole environment only being accompanied by natural noises. For example, the wind, the rain, the crickets, inside the house, the thunder from outside, inside the caves, the dripping of water as well as echoes, inside the factory, the sound of machinery and power. Amazing what you can do just by throwing sound and noises at the player. I just... I wish I could have received some kind of happy ending. I wanted Rachel to be alive. I wanted to solve the murder, the murders. But no, I couldn't solve anything. Maybe I'll do another playthrough, ladies and gentlemen, trying to examine the areas I missed out on, trying to pick up more items, maybe trying to ignore others, for example, ignoring the gun, picking up the knife instead, or not taking either. Accepting that Rachel is laying within the sheets. Of course, you could just as easily look up random videos on YouTube to see other endings, or you could read up some stuff on the internet. But I want to see it for myself, quite frankly. If you desire a second playthrough, please tell me within the comments and I'll gladly oblige. Even though it'll just consume my sanity, what little remains of it, even more, having to endure this a second time. What else to say then? Amazing atmosphere from start to finish, unique gameplay, an intriguing story that challenges your mind even when you are no longer playing. I'll be thinking about this for days. Benjamin Rivers, a job very, very, very well done. You passed with flying colors. This game is so much better than plenty of expensive $60 AAA titles I've played over the course of the years. So many. They have such beautiful graphics, such a budget behind their existences, yet they can't even manage to get close to the magnificence that is home. Ladies and gentlemen, one and all, my very name has been TheShadowCookie, and you have been watching Let's Play Home. An open-ended story, and everything is entirely subjective, don't forget that. If you enjoyed the final session, please do feel free to leave me some likes, subscribes, perhaps even comments, if you desire to see similar content like this. Don't forget though, it is only a suggestion, not obligation. Thanks for watching. Your humble host wouldn't be where he is without you. I appreciate it that you are always here with me, experiencing these tales. All by myself, all alone, I just couldn't take it. I would fall apart. That's the end, isn't it? Press space to share your story. I'll do exactly that. Thank you very much. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, one and all, gonna see you all then. Have a good one. But don't leave just yet. I want to figure out what happens if I press space. Will the game just close and bring me to a web page? Possibly. If that happens, I'll just end the video right after. Should it happen? As I said already, thank you so very much for watching. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen.